Who is Monique beefing with now? Wasn't it some? Oh, a girl she took a picture of in the airport now. Y'all don't want to hear how I feel about all of that, honey. Because y'all know I will go in on both sides. Because that's what people don't do. They don't think like a real adult. You know what I'm saying? And that's a sweet recommendation for not just the younger generation, any young ladies. It's a sweet recommendation, but everybody know, bitch, that the airport of all fucking places is where people go dressed down so that you can get popping whenever you get where you're going. Then it's time to get ready to look nice. You know what I mean? Bitch, the plane is the short-lived Airbnb. You using the plane to catch up on some Z's up in that hole. So what do you do when you? How do you wear your hair and you sleep in your motherfucking bonnet, bitch? And she just wanted to have it already on her head. She didn't feel like she needed to impress these white people that happen to be on the plane with her. Cool. It ain't my thing, but I'm gonna get comfortable. I'm a damn sure get comfortable, and that is one of the top places. Okay, for a bitch with common sense, just to find the opportunity to get comfortable. And I think she realized it as that bullshit was coming out of her mouth. But it's so ridiculous, she stuck with it because y'all love some ridiculousness and making it into a scandal. So anyway, yeah, like, yeah, even as she said that bullshit, she was like, oh, wait, I better not say the airport because everybody, get relaxed at the airport. Here, let me throw Walmart in there. Because everybody knows about that. But anyway, yeah. So yeah, why she can't be right about that? Yeah, don't look. I can't say presentable because what is presentable? That's relative, right? But okay, let me use a word to make her feel better. Like she, it doesn't look presentable. But I don't think that's the goal. That's the look you're going for when you go to the airport to get to where you are going to where you want to look presentable. You know what I'm saying? So that's why the fucking airport is the B&B. The whole trip, okay, to where you going is the Airbnb, and that's why the bathrooms, airport bathrooms, become a vanity. I'm not gonna spend not another second walking y'all through that. Everyone knows this. She knew that when she said that shit. Again, that's why she decided to throw in a couple of more stores, right? But Monique ain't slow. You know what I'm saying? And I've been pulled her card as a sociopath a long time ago, right? Even before, well, suffice it to say that I'm an accurate as fuck reader of character. So I pulled her sociopath card a long fucking time ago. And that's not to say that she is not a victim, at the hands of levels of the same and worse sociopaths, because she is definitely a victim, as well as, keep in mind, a product of said sociopath training and exposure. So you gotta see where she also is one. And that's not pointing a finger at her because most of America at this point, over 50% of you hoes, you colonized to it. But anyway, so my point being, yeah, sure, she had a point, but it don't strike me as an auntie recommendation for my beloveds, my lovelies. You understand me? Sincerely. Because if that was sincere, the airport wouldn't have been the first example you use. I'm just saying. Because everyone knows, her included, that the airport is the Airbnb, bitch. So I can only estimate, I can only hypothesize that this was just another little controversial scandal to shake the table a little bit, to keep her name in your mouth. And supremacy knows how well that works. And once a black sociopath gets a hold of that rhythm, if thirst has indeed been colonized through them thoroughly enough, that will pacify them, because that's what they in it for at that stage. So I'm saying that to say, on the surface, I agree. At the end of the day, she was out of pocket. She was out of pocket. But since she was out of pocket, why are y'all triggered? Why does it matter what that she has that opinion? Think about that. Because if she is using this as a scandal just to ruffle some feathers and make sure she stay relevant, because this has been a consistent trend. Y'all fall for it every time. This is easy. Let me come up with some bullshit that these suckers, these mismothered suckers will go for. So they could be mad at me for a minute, and then something will happen, and then they could be on Team Mo again, and then back and forth and back and forth. Not that we even give a fuck about each other or ourselves. Okay, so anyway, I don't even know that lady like that, so I can't even talk what I'm talking right now. I'm just talking to y'all, because y'all know I just be talking. Y'all my people. I just be getting stuff off my chest. It just happened to be accurate 100% of the time on accident. Because indigos be knowing. Anyway, yeah, I would tell any young lady, oh, go, just look nice when you go. Just because you never know. Just in case. You know what I'm saying? Just in case. But if she don't, I ain't going to look down upon her like she's like she less than. I'll shade her more for twerking than I will for wearing a fucking bonnet in public. Fuck you mean? Like, that's some real tween age fuck shit. You know what I mean? That's like I saw a post from some dude that had post celebrities with ugly wives. I was like, if that ain't the most tween age fuck boy shit I ever heard in my life. If y'all really out here, and we know they are, if y'all really out here choosing bitches because of what they look like, then you get what you get. Okay? Don't feel wronged when she out here smashing your uncle and your cousin. You wanted a thotty yaddy yaddy. Yaddy. Yaddy yaddy, and that's what you got it. So that's on you. It's like these chicks out here. You know what I'm saying? I saw this post that was so mad. Like this officer punked out because he came to a domestic dispute and he stepped in the front door. And when he stepped in the front door, the wife got behind him to protect herself because the man had a gun on his wife, right? So when I heard him tell the guy, you're not in trouble. You're not going to be in trouble. You're not going to be in trouble. And so he backed up. And then the guy came out of the house and he had the officer eased on downstairs and he left. But then the wife that was standing there and the husband had the gun and she said, I guess you want to shoot me now. And he said, yeah, I do. I don't think he shot her. But anyway, everybody was calling the officer a punk ass bitch for leaving the wife to get killed by her husband. And see, this is also a verification that I can't be fair. I can't be fair. We've been hollering all this time about police violence. And maybe, what if this police officer had been awakened to the ways of slave patrol and didn't want to participate and wanted to avoid participating in the lynchings and the genocide on us? And so when he got this call and he saw a black man with a gun, and this would have been an easy justification to murder this black man in his home if he wanted to. But he didn't do that. He backed up and he said, you're not in trouble, you're not in trouble. And then when the man proceeded and came to the door with the gun, he went down the stairs. He left. And yeah, he left the woman there, but the woman, that's his wife. In his mind, maybe like she know her husband. If she survived this long, hopefully she'd be able to survive this night too. Because I didn't want to have to kill that black man. You know, domestic disputes are funny. You know what I mean? It's like we could suggest to somebody all day long, you choose somebody in relationships, choose character first, make sure you choose a good human, but they not choosing, they convinced they choosing a good human because they colonized, so they're thinking with those colonized choices. But they didn't choose a good human, they choose somebody with some money or status or popularity or that's sexy, what they think sexy is, or somebody opportunist, somebody that could get their foot in the door somewhere else that they really trying to get to. And if that's your thing, fine. But then you can't claim victim. You can claim victim, but what I look like fighting for you, and people told you, you know, maybe you should make sure he's a man of character first, and you was like, fuck that, he got money. Well, when he start whooping your ass, I'm gonna need you not to come checking for me to come defend you. I gotta risk my whole life that I built over here with this wonderful man that I love and who loves me and who loves you, by the way. Well, we need to risk all our shit to come save you from this nigga that you refused to leave because you loved him so much, even though everybody told you he wasn't shit. And even better than that, aside from people telling you, he showed you repeatedly that he wasn't shit, but you couldn't see that. You chose not to see that. Because once you grown, I know it's less likely you'll make decisions. Okay, I went too far. What was I even? Monique. Yeah, so even Monique know what she doing. Monique know what she doing when she got y'all in her all up in her alleged open relationship, and I just care so little at this point. Y'all got me at the point where I'm investing solely. There's no more time to be patient for people who are going to not grow the fuck up by choice. There's no more time for that type of patience with me. Goddess didn't build me with that type of patience. Now I do have patience, right? For people who I see are open to their own personal journey of evolution. Even if they know it's, you know, it's a struggle. You know, it's back and forth. It's like an addiction. It's even worse than addiction. You know, it's what you are conditioned to believe by now. So that's gonna take some drilling, right? But you've got to be the one to do it. And for those who I feel are open to do that, I'm here for it. But for people that show me they're content in a colonized state of mind, I don't have a problem with that either. I need to know it so I don't waste my breath. I need to color my roots. Oh man, I'm gray now. Ooh, we don't watch each other age on damn YouTube. We done got old on YouTube, y'all. God, dog. We the first generation to literally get old on social media. Cause we started it. All while pretending to care about the kids. That's the best scam in America. Pretending to care about kids. Or pretending to care about black women. Sha'carri is being punished for her cannabis use during her trials, and it also freshens the wounds of Naomi Osaki, choosing to prioritize her wellness as well. So I itemized all that to basically say I'm here to love those of us who love those of us who motherfucking love those of us. For those of us who love those of us who love us, and that's it. I ain't doing nobody else, and I ain't gonna try to. I don't want to. Like, for real, literally fuck everybody else. And I hate that this world has molded me to this, but it's what it is. You don't have, you get to, there's so much chaos, and I told you guys this was going to come. I told you guys this was next a decade ago. And low key, I've been telling people since I was a child. But yeah, the circle just gets narrower and narrower. And now we're at the point where we need to fend for ourselves, quite literally. Because do not hold your breath thinking that there's an American system in place to support you in your time of trauma. Because there is no such thing in this country. So tragically, We, however few that winds up being, we are all we've got. But the good news about that is we are walking gods and we are all we need.